My name is Corey. I'm going to teach you to go from this to this on this Go Fish. So we're at Lowe's. First, what you want to do is you want to look for a decent size of plywood. I kind of like the birch hardwood or the blonde. The box that I'm going to be making is going to be kind of small, so I don't want that much thickness. Because it's going to be heavy because of all the wood that you're going to be adding on to it. So I usually go for about a 1/2 inch to a 1/4 inch. You know, the 3/4 or the 1 inch, you know, unless you're making a big box, those are just going to be too bulky. So pick your plywood. Mine is already at the house, but I just thought I would throw that little tidbit out there. Now for the finish, I like the Formby's. You can get high gloss or low gloss. I like the low gloss so it's not as shiny. Just got back from Lowe's. Got some wood glue, some nice Formby's tongue oil, a brush to put on the tongue oil. Got some wood filler, tape, brush for the glue, cheap. And then last week I went and got some African Padauk. I love this kind of wood. It's a hard wood. I'm planning on doing a trim line of this kind of stuff with African Padauk. And then last week I also got 3/8 birch. Didn't get a big sheet. I already got kind of like a pre-cut little sheet for it. I'm not gonna do a big box, so I probably want a total of a 6 inch, probably by 12. And then I'm gonna have a nice little, the African Padauk, African Padauk, nice little trim line of that on the top, all the way around. And then, yeah, so 12 by 6 by, I think 8 would be a good size box. 6 high, 8 wide, 12 long. Cut. Nice clean cut. So I just cut them all out. They're the sides are 8 by 6. The front and the back is 6 by 11, and the top and bottom are 11 by 6 by 8. 11 by 8. But the tape, when you are trying to make a nice cut and you don't have a nice blade, more teeth on the blade, the finer the cut's gonna be, the more clean of a cut's gonna be. But if you don't have that kind of blade on any of your material, use tape, because then that tape will act as a guide, like a shield kind of thing. So when you do your cut, it will keep it from splintering. So it'll do a nice clean cut. So I might have gone a little overkill on this tape thing, but you know, I want this to be a nice box. So every cut that I did, I just threw on some of this tape. It's the painter's tape that you get at Lowe's that I got earlier. But all your cuts will be nice and clean. It won't be splintered or anything like that, because these kind of types of plywood, just a whole bunch of layers of wood that's compressed and glued, or glued and compressed. Oh, come on. If you guys have a better way, please comment below. Right now, and that worked pretty well. It's pretty square. Cool. So now, let's let that baby dry. So I messed up. I glued everything together, and then I realized I forgot to cut out on the sides and the front and the back where the top and the bottom of the box is gonna rest in. Yeah, but I wiped it down. Nothing that sanding can't fix. I measured up the table saw to the width so the top and the bottom of the boards can fit lovely on the sides. All right, so I did not film it, but now if you look, I made that cut. I made the initial cut that you saw on my practice one. Where is it? There you go. So I made that first initial cut, and then on that guide, I moved it closer and closer to the end. As you can see that actually, you can actually see the lines that I did. So now that I'm all done, this guy will rest nicely, and then that like little groove. I'm gonna grab some sandpaper and just run along this, kind of smooth it out, get rid of those grooves, because they're all different shapes and fun jazz and everything. So you do want to have your, you don't want to have it all kind of messed up when you try to set in your piece, your top and your bottom piece. It'd be very difficult. Let's reapply the glue, except this time let's do it the correct way. I jumped the gun, got all excited, and went kabut. Oh my goodness, I forgot my hat. All right. All right, now let's glue. I like the DIY wood videos, like how to do boxes and how to do all that kind of stuff. The only downfall into watching those is that they have, nice expensive saws. They have their own wood shop. They have the wood on site. They have nice tools, expensive tools I never even heard of. And when I'm watching them, I'm like, well, bandsaw, I don't have it. So when they, cut wood and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, cool, I don't have a bandsaw or a planer or anything like that. I would love to have it, but I don't. So I think, so when I think of do those videos or try to do those videos, it's hard to, because half the stuff that they use I don't have. So that's kind of cool that I'm doing this to hopefully help the people that don't have all that expensive stuff and nice stuff. I only have a table saw, a chop saw, a jigsaw, and some various hand tools, and a nail gun. That's it. That's all I got. So, when it comes to this kind of things, I hope that it's a little bit more helpful for you guys to get a better perspective and idea on what to do, because the tools that I have, you more than likely will have. This part's a little time consuming, but should be worth it.